What's going on, people? Tyler here, your movie fix. Got some movie news that I want to talk about today. It's been a long time since we've just done some general movie news, and I really just have one major topic that I want to talk about here today. And it's going to be this re-release of Spider-Man No Way Home and why I'm not really all that on board with it. So we'll talk about that. I wish there was some other really cool shit going on with movies to talk about, but a lot of it is kind of just waiting and see what's going to happen. I know there's all the big shakeup going on at Warner Brothers with Discovery. Some of that looks promising. Don't really know. We got the new trailer for Black Adam, which I think looks okay. Honestly, Black Adam kind of gives me the vibes of like a Sony Marvel movie. I'm just not entirely with it. It looks like another just Dwayne Johnson production. It's exactly like his other movies. It felt like, a Hobbs and Shaw kind of deal. And I did see Top Gun recently, which was fucking amazing. I love Top Gun Maverick. I didn't really do a dedicated review for that, but rest assured, I loved it. Incredible movie. But I want to talk about this re-release for Spider-Man No Way Home that's coming in Labor Day of this year in the US and Canada. This was announced yesterday. It's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home, the more fun stuff version. Let me just make sure that I read that correctly. I had the notes here on my phone. The more fun stuff version. And this is a little problematic for me because they kind of did something like this for Far From Home, the second one where he's in Europe. And that's actually the only version that my wife and I saw. We went to see that one in the movies. Towards the end of its theatrical run, Sony Marvel Studios released like the extended version of Far From Home, which was really just 4 minutes added on to the movie of like deleted scenes. And that was the only one we saw, so I thought it was cool. I think it's fine. I don't like the whole Europe setting, but as far as like that cut of the movie, it's not, spectacularly different. It's just got like the added scene of him like helping the cops at the beginning in the Iron Spider suit, which I thought was a cool scene. But my problem comes, and them doing this like a year later, I don't even care if they're doing this to like get the 2 billion mark, or if it's like a sorry about the Morbius thing, and that's a whole other deal. But my problem with that was like not even on the Endgame level where they re-released the Hulk thing, the unreleased, unfinished Hulk footage in the theaters, but it's that they released a theaters only extended cut for Far From Home. And I'm going to try and hold my outrage here because I don't know that I should have any because it's still a little while away, okay? But the problem was that was a theater only exclusive extended cut that was never put out on home video or streaming or nothing like that. So it's like a gimmick. It's worse than DLC, honestly. And that's just kind of my problem. It's a gimmick to get people to go back in. Why not just do like another holiday re-release, whatever. It seems very strange. But the fact that that version was never available again, and what was it? The deleted scenes for No Way Home, the new one, that were advertised weren't even on the Blu-ray. They advertised them as being this whole thing, and then they weren't even there. And now they're going to re-release that version. Is it only going to be 4 minutes? Is it going to be an extra 20 minutes of footage? I did really like No Way Home. I loved it. I thought it was the best out of the trilogy for Tom Holland. I was a pretty big fan of it. I did feel like it could have been longer. I think a lot of us did. You want more of a good thing. Obviously, there was a lot of great stuff that had to have been cut out. Interactions between the Spider-Men. That's what everybody wanted to see. More interactions between them. Maybe some more stuff between the original Peter's Goblin. They didn't even have any interaction, really. And is that going to be in it? Whatever. But is it going to be 5 minutes? Is it going to be 20 minutes? I don't know. But I am going to have a major problem with this if it sticks to theaters only. So there's like the whole event of say it's 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. Longer cut of the movie. And you can only see it in theaters. And if you miss it, you miss this wonderful event for all of eternity. And you can never watch it again. And then I'm not going to bother with watching or trying to find like a fan edit of this cut of Spider-Man. But just to put out a movie in this theater only, version is very strange to me. I think it's kind of shitty, honestly. And that's just where I'm at on it. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but if there is going to be an extended cut that's 15, 20 minutes longer of No Way Home, that's already a good movie, and if you're going to put out another version that you think is pretty cool, why would you not make it available? And I'm only feel like I need to say something about this because they didn't do it for Far From Home. So why even bother doing this again? And that's just my worry here. I worry that that's going to happen. So I'm going to make this video so I don't have to have any more outrage later. Is it going to happen? I just expect it to. Between what they did with Endgame and Far From Home, I think that it's going to happen again to No Way Home, which is just going to be a big fucking bummer because I think it's handily the best out of the 3 Holland Spider-Man movies. It was great. And I'd like to have a better version of that movie if it's going to exist. They've already cut it. I'm sure it's going to be with finalized effects. So why go to such great lengths to not let that version be the one that, lives out the rest of its life in the consumer world, on streaming or Blu-ray, whatever it's going to be. And that's just my problem with it. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but comment your thoughts down below. I think this is a really interesting discussion because I don't even think it's on par. Like, it's not even the same conversation to me as like a director's cut, extended cut. I mean, an extended cut, director's cut, there's like gray lines of whether or not they're the same thing. Typically, they're not. But, I don't even think there's any harm in releasing an extended cut or a director's cut, months or years later or on original, like Blu-ray release, whatever. That isn't even any harm because they're like, here you go. Here's this product. You can have it. But for them to just kind of dangle the carrot on a stick for audiences in the theaters only, and it's just enforcing the status of Marvel Studios just being like a ride, I don't like that, because I do genuinely like a lot of the movies. I liked Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness quite a bit. I think it was kind of a better multiverse movie than No Way Home. No Way Home just has that nostalgia factor. It's got that leg up. It's got that. It's a cheat code, honestly, putting Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in there. But I just don't want it to be that way. And it's not even the same thing as like people wanting, Justice League to go back into theaters for a limited release because that movie's out. That's the version that is going to be remembered and it's to the world. And people just wanted Warner Brothers to give it a, limited theatrical release or something. I don't even care if it happens. I don't. But the Spider-Man thing, come on now. I would like to own that. So comment down below. Do you feel like this is similar to director's cuts getting life later, down the line? I really just don't think it is. And do you think this is kind of a good look for Sony and Marvel? Do you like that they're kind of doing this DLC type add-on for the movie? Comment your thoughts down below. This has been fun. I miss talking about movie news. It's been a good time. So I'll see you guys later.